how many hours a week are you spending on dry land doing workouts?
Uh, I mean, overall, I mean, working out is like 6 or 7 hours a day that we are
You're working
like
out
doing
6 to 7 hours a day.
Yeah, like 3 to 4 hours. And
Jesus.
like, yeah, I mean, if we do ice in the morning, that ends up about being 4 hours between, I mean, warm up, I mean, on ice can be about hour and a half to 2 hours, then cool down with dry land afterwards, go home and hopefully back home around like 12:30. Hop on the bike around 3 for like 2 to 3 hours on the bike, do
2 to 3
intervals.
hours on the bike?
Yeah, usually more like, yeah, I don't, it might sound like an exaggeration, but it's sadly not. It's just,
Really? What are
yeah, I
you
mean, we
doing?
bike.
Are you watching Netflix during this? Or are you just with your boys, or are you just getting
I
in
mean,
your
it
own
kind of
zone?
depends. Like the past few weeks, we haven't really, like, everybody's been spacing out, but in the summer, like, I mean, it's a bit nicer to ride outside, and we don't have any like
Yeah.
bike intervals or blocks. Like it's a bit easier to do like those harder efforts on a trainer when you can control them.
Yes.
So and instead of relying on a hill, because all of a sudden, if you're going way harder one day, like, and you run at a hill, and
Yeah.
I mean, who knows, like it can be a little bit harder to plan, and it's just much more just consistent.
Yeah. I've
So,
always I in high school I was from running. I was injured for like 3 years on and off, man.
mhm,
And I spent way, way, way too many hours on the the bike trainer in
yeah,
the weight room.
yeah,
Oh man, just like
yeah, it can,
PTSD from that, dude.
it can be kind of depressing some days. I mean, it's really nice when you feel good. And I mean, it's when you have like bike blocks and such, like part of it is like warming up for that. You're like, all right,
Mm,
I'm doing like 5 minutes, just easy spin to like, get into the groove. And it's like, all right, this many minutes, like just ramping up, a few warm up sprints. And it's like, all right, ready to go. Like, boom, like there's like 35 minutes done or like 40 minutes done.
sure.
Then like, like you got your blocks, which are, I mean, hard efforts generally. And then like, you got rest time. So with blocks, like the ride can go by pretty quick just because you're more so for like focused just on the workout.
Mm.
But with, I mean, if it's just like a straight like zone 1 ride or zone 2 ride, it can go by really slow on the trainer for sure. That's when like, it's like, all right, like I try to make it an hour without like really watching anything or possibly just without music, just to be like, all right, I can do an hour being completely bored out of my mind, just like not a thought. Then I'm like, all right, I can do like 2 more hours easy.
Sure. I've always found that also is trying to not use the crutch of
Hmm.
the podcast or the music or the TV show, because when you get to the start line, you don't have a podcast or a TV
Yeah.
show. And if you're like, yeah, dude, I rode the bike for 3 hours, like 5 days a week for the
Yeah.
last 5 years, I can do anything, bro.
I can do anything for like 12 minutes. Like
Yeah.
that's easy.